All right, photography students, I want to go over your homework for next class. Our next class will be Wednesday, October 23rd. First thing to remember is that you have the Module 4 quiz on October 23rd. So grab your study guide. If you don't have it, or if you lost it, it's under this link, so you can grab it and look at it. Um, I'm going to scroll back up. So this was today's online class. These are the things that you completed. You are here. So I'm going to go over these items for homework. So all this stuff is due Monday by midnight. First thing I want you to do is review the technical things I went over in Lightroom. I went ahead and linked the Lightroom user guide again so that you can look up some of the stuff that I went through. I also posted some tutorials from Lightroom that will review the stuff that I went over, and that would be good to look at because sometimes they are more thorough or more articulate than I am. So if any of that seemed confusing, maybe go back and review. Um, I'm going to hit next. Then you'll want to complete part 3 of your documentary assignment. So this will be the part where you're selecting a final 10 images from your 50 or more. You're putting them in order, you're developing them, you're giving them a title, and you're sharing them. So if I'm looking at Lightroom, say that this was my 50 or more images here, and I have those in an album. Okay. I want to make a new album, right? Create album. And the new album will be the title of my series. If you don't know it yet, you can just put final 10 documentary images and then you can change it later. So this should be title of your project. Okay. And then from your folder of 50 or more, you want to select the top images and pull them into the new folder. So you'll have a folder of 10 final images. Okay. Those images will be in your new folder and in your original folder. Because remember, we're just creating like virtual copies. We're not deleting or moving things permanently. Um, what you'll end up with is a new folder with 10 documentary images. If you need to rename it, if you change the name or if you're not sure yet and you make the folder, you can control click or right click on the album and choose rename and then rename it. Okay. But you just want to make sure that your album is given the title for your series because when you share it as a website, you want that title of your series to appear first. Okay. You'll also want to make sure to put your 10 images in order. Think about what comes first, what comes last, how images are put side by side, on and on. And then once you've selected images, put them in order, you'll also want to go in and develop them. We've gone over a lot of development tools in Lightroom. So pull those up and just start tweaking your image to get the image that you want. Remember, sometimes only very little development is needed. And when all said and done, you'll share this album. Now I want to make sure the album is selected, not a single image. I'm going to click off of that, select the album, and I'll hit my share button and go through the process of sharing. If you scroll down to the very bottom of that page, step-by-step instructions are here. So this is the sheet that I usually give you in class. And then if you scroll to the very bottom, the Padlet is there for you to share your final 10 documentary images. Okay, I'm going to hit next. Here's where you can submit your reflection. I talked about this in the last video. You're going to write a little bit about what you did, why you did it, what it means, what you want viewers to take away from it, on and on. Remember, I don't care about how you cite things or formatting, but I do want it to be around 350 to 500 words, which is about a page, page and a half. And I do want you to address all of these questions. You can upload a text file. You can upload a text. You can just copy and paste text into the text entry box as long as I get that. Now, this will be just shared with me, but this is also a good way for you to practice just sort of thinking about your project so you can talk about it next time we get together. I'm going to hit next. And here's our class, Wednesday, October 23rd. You won't need a camera on the 23rd. You want to make extra sure that your documentary photographs have been added to that Padlet, that your title is there, everything's looking the way you want it to look. prior to the beginning of class. It's due Monday at midnight. But just, if you're turning something in late, just make sure it's due, it's turned in before class. Um, our agenda will be we'll take the quiz first, get it out of the way, and then we'll do some writing about each other's projects, and then we'll share projects. So it'll be a class period mostly dedicated to looking at these projects that you've worked so hard on. So that's the homework for next class. I will see you Wednesday, October 23rd in person. Thank you for sticking with me through these online videos. I know it's not an ideal way to have class, but I appreciate it. And I can't wait to tell you all about the conference next week. So again, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks, guys.